Hello, online crew. Let's have a real honest chat about what it really takes to be successful online. And there may be a number of things that come into your mind when, I ask that question, like, what do you think it takes to be successful online? So there's probably a lot of things that pop into your head, but it's really not what everybody thinks. It's a lot more boring than that. So that's what we're going to explore today. I think every now and again, we just need to kind of strip it back, go back to foundations, and really have a good hard look in the mirror about what it takes to be successful online. And just, come back to the foundational stuff. I know that there's a lot of fancy things that everybody wants to know. They want to know how to do reels and TikTok and faceless reels and this and that and all the things that I do and I teach. But that alone isn't going to help you be successful online. There's a few core things. So if you haven't got a pen in your hand, but you're in a position to grab a pen and a piece of paper, there's some acronyms I'm going to throw at you that I would recommend that you look at daily, because this is kind of what it takes to be successful online. Okay, so get into that in a minute. If you are watching, I can't see you guys if you're watching from my group. So yeah, I can't see your comments if you're watching from my group, but say hello if you are with me live, or if you're watching from my business page or YouTube. If you're here on Instagram, say hello. How are you guys? Good to see you all on. If you are in my coaching community, we just finished live Q&A Zoom call 1 for June, and it was an awesome call. And we did talk a lot about foundational stuff and branding and all sorts of really cool stuff. So if you're in my coaching community, make sure you go and watch the replay of live Q&A Zoom call 1, because you'll get a lot out of it. I'm doing live Q&A Zoom call 2 tonight in my time zone for those in UK, Germany, Europe, etc. So or Australia, you could jump on that as well. So they are awesome calls to jump on and have a really good chat about your business. Okay, so let me get into it here. So hello to those of you that are saying hello. Thank you for that. So I'm going to throw a few acronyms at you, so write them down. First one, CCC. Okay. I'll explain in a minute. CCC. Hey, Katie, how are you? Good to see you on. Hope all is well. The other one, ICQ. I've talked a lot about that lately, but I'll explain. And the third one is ABC. So we've got CCC, ICQ, ABC. Got it? Okay. Now, what all of that means, let me explain. Before I do, let me give you a scenario. Well, let me ask you a question. My brain is going in 5 different directions at once. I've had no sleep. I was up till 2 o'clock this morning building a whole brand new Facebook group for my network marketing team. I've had like 3 hours sleep. So I'm a bit sleep deprived. But let me ask you first, what do you think it takes to be successful online? Like really, seriously, bottom line, foundational stuff. What do you think are the most important things for you to be successful online? What do you think you should be concentrating on? I would love to hear your views on that. Okay, so that's one thing. So as you're listening or you're thinking, like drop it in the comments. And there's lots of things. There's no right or wrong here, but just, the things that come to mind for you to be successful online. What do you think that takes? Would love to know what you're thinking around that. The other thing, what was the other thing? What was the other thing? That's right. I need some sleep. Katie, consistency, absolutely. Content, absolutely. Awesome. Okay, so that ties into some of my acronyms. Hold that thought, Katie. So, secondly, you see me here live. Okay, so I come live and I talk to you guys. You might watch my stories. And let me give you a scenario with my stories. So, at the moment, I am exercising every day, whether I like it or not. I'm getting up. Like, even like I went to bed. It was actually after 2:30 a.m. last night by the time I got to bed. I was just on a roll creating this group for my team and I just wanted to get it done. But it was like, oh, am I going to sleep in? I had calls and training this morning and now I'm live. And it's like, do I sleep in because I got to bed late or do I still get up and exercise? So I got up and exercised. One, I was awake anyway. But I actually set my alarm to still get up and exercise. And every morning that I do that, I take a little selfie and stick it in my stories. So I'm kind of, it's my accountability to myself. But you guys, if you watch my stories on Instagram or Facebook, you will see me actually physically doing the work. Okay. Am I going to get fit or lose weight, tone up, all that kind of stuff by what you see in my stories of me exercising? Does that actually, so what you're seeing is a photograph of me either on my treadmill or my cross trainer or walking in the dark or picking up some weights or whatever. So what I show on my social media is a selfie of me exercising. Does that prove to you that I'm actually doing the work? Like, could I just not get up, put my clothes on, take a photograph, and then go back to bed? I could, couldn't I? So, what some people think they need to do with showing up on social media, doing reels and things in their stories and whatever, it's all of a facade. That's not actually going to bring you success online. It might help build know, like, and trust, all that kind of stuff. But my point with all of this is it's actually what you do when no one's watching. So when I put the phone down after I've taken my selfie and I'm actually physically doing the work and I'm on the treadmill or I'm walking, picking up my weights, it's what I'm actually doing when you're not watching me that's going to help me get fitter or lose weight or whatever it is I'm trying to achieve. Correct. Is that not correct? Okay. My point here with like the fitness thing, I mean, I can walk into a gym. I can take videos of me in a gym. I can take photos of me sitting on the equipment with my sneakers on, with my outfit on. You know what I mean? I can show you on social media. I can share things that I think my audience wants to see. I can do little snippets of all that kind of stuff to portray certain things on social media. But is that my truth? Is that going to get me fit? Is that going to help me lose weight? No. It's the food prep I do in my kitchen. It's the food that I do or don't put in my mouth. It's the exercise that I do. It's the sweat that I, create through working out. It's what I do when no one's watching that will get me to my health goals. Your business is no different. Your success is it's not even in reels or TikTok or stories or what. Does all that contribute? Absolutely. Do you need to do all of that stuff? Hands down. Yes. Is that actually going to make you successful in isolation? No. What's going to make you successful online? It's the painstaking little things that you don't want to do every day that is going to make you successful. It's what you literally do in your business when no one's watching. It's the training that you're watching when no one's watching. It's the planning that you're doing. It's the research that you're doing on your AI tool. It's batch recording videos that you've got to you got to record 10 times over because you made a mistake when you were recording it. It's all the things that you are doing when no one's watching. It's the studying that you're doing on your company or your company products. It's all that. It's the follow-up that you're doing. It's the messages that you're sending in Messenger. It's the connections that you're making. It's, the follow-up. It's all that kind of stuff every single day, boring as it is. It's all the stuff that you do for your business when actually no one's watching that's going to make you successful. So what do all my acronyms mean? Let's go back. So what you should focus on, CCC. So what the CCC means is content, conversations. I talk about all that time, content and conversations, but it's the consistency of those two things. So you got to consistently put out content. You got to put out content every single day, somewhere. Maybe it's not on your news feed, maybe it's not a reel, maybe it's not a live video, but you've got something in your stories. Every day, something needs to go up somewhere. So consistency. The content is where it fits in with the ABC of social selling success. What's the ABC of social selling success? A, you're attracting new people to you all the time. B, you're building influence. You're building trust. You're building your brand. You are building on the new eyeballs. So you got the eyeballs, but you got to keep the eyeballs. How do you keep the eyeballs? You got to build the know, like, and trust factor through live videos and reels and content. You've got to build your brand through live videos, reels, and content, stories, all the rest of it. You got to build your influence by building a brand. You got to build. You can get eyeballs, but if there's nothing to keep the eyeballs there with you, if you're not giving value, if you're not giving educational content, if you're not, asking for calls to action and connecting with people, like, you got to build. So you got to attract people to you every day. Every day. Build on your influence, your brand, your connections, all of that, so you can convert. You ain't building a business unless you're converting people to a sale of some sort. Is anyone buying anything off you? Or are you just going viral on social media and that's it? It's just eyeballs. There's an attraction thing there, but there's no building of a relationship and there's certainly no conversion to a sale. Then you're missing the B and C. You may be good at A, but you're missing the B and C. So A, B, C of social selling success, it all fits. So you need to, figure out on a boring day-to-day basis, what's your DMO in all three areas of those, all three areas daily. Attracting is content. Building, this is where conversations come in. So let me just backtrack so I'm not confusing you. CCC, content, every day. Conversations, every day. Follow up. What's your DMO? Even if it's 20 minutes a day. Who's engaged in a story of yours the day before? Who's engaged in a post of yours or a reel or something like that? Are you reaching out to them? Are you connecting with them? You've got to do more of the conversations if your content isn't bringing you the conversations. You've got to take some responsibility for that. You can't just sit back on social media and wait for it to happen. If you're not having any conversations with anybody about what it is that you do and how you help people and ultimately what it is that you sell, something's missing. Your content's not hitting the mark. So if your content's not hitting the mark yet, you've got to initiate more conversations. Don't just sit back and wait for it to happen. So content, conversations, and the consistency of both of those. So important. So that's your CCC, okay? Your ICQ. I talk about this all the time. Remember that from the Lead Generation Bootcamp? Those of you that did that with me last week, what's ICQ? ICQ is the conversations piece of it. Intention, compliment, question. How do you start conversations? How do you build conversations? How do you sort of initiate conversations? ICQ. Go to your social media with intention. Stop stalking people and wasting your time looking at what everyone is doing. Go to your social media with intention to network with some people. Make some new connections. Make some new friends. Comment on somebody's content that you like or is on your radar. So you're going to social media with intention and you are leaving compliments. Compliment people. Give them nice feedback. You will get noticed from people when you say nice things, because not enough people on the planet say nice things. Everybody's very quick to tear each other down. Not very many people leave nice comments. So stand out from the crowd and be nice. Be a human before a marketer. So ICQ, go to your social media with intention every day. Leave compliments every day. And ask people questions. Get them talking. Whole different conversation training for another day about the type of questions. How do you do leading questions? How do you stay in the lane? All that kind of stuff. But ICQ. So we've got CCC, content, conversations, doing both those consistently. We've got ICQ, intention, compliment, question. Do it every day. Every day. Go to your social media with intention, compliment a whole number of people, and then ask questions. Get into conversations. Start making connections. Okay? And that all fits with the ABC of social selling success. You should be attracting new people to you every day through your content. You should be building on your brand, your influence, your connections every day. So building your brand, building the know, like, and trust. How do you build know, like, and trust? Posting your stories every day. That's how people get to know you. Get to know your personality, what you do, who you are. Got kids, got pets? Where do you live? What do you do? What do you like? You have to build the know, like, and trust factor for you as a human being, as well as a marketer trying to sell some stuff. You as a human. How are you letting people get to know you? Not only what is it that you sell, you. Okay? And once you do a good job of attracting new eyeballs to you through things like Reels and TikTok, particularly because they go way outside your warm market, and then building by stories, by content, by conversations, then you've got half a chance to convert, because you'll be in conversations. You can't convert. You can't have the C of ABC for social selling success if you're not having any conversations or attracting people to you. So if you want the C of the ABC of social selling success, you've got to have some conversations. So if your content isn't creating the conversations, go and create some conversations and do it every day. Follow up with some people every day. So create some content every day. Have some conversations every day. Follow up with people every day. Do all of that when no one's watching. All of that boring stuff. So, yeah, you might have the selfies of you exercising or doing what you do. You might post a reel that's got some good educational, valuable, or even entertaining content. Like, you're doing all the things, but are you doing all the little things when no one's watching? Is there something you don't know how to do, or somebody did a training and you're like, I really need to watch the replay of that? Are you doing that? Are you catching up on the replay? Or have you got a list of like 20 replays that life's gone on and there's another training and there's another training, but there was a really important training that you didn't get to watch the replay because you didn't make time for it because you're not in your business every day. You need to be in your business, building the muscle like you would in a gym when no one's watching, like you when the camera's not on. So what are you doing? Stupid analogy, I know, but do you get my point? What muscle are you building for your business when no one's watching? What messages are you sending? What follow-up are you doing? What's your system? What's your DMO? How are you planning? How are you prioritizing your business? Do that every day, because success comes from your habits. Now, you've either got really good habits or really bad habits. So let's try to create better habits and more positive habits than bad habits so you can be the best version of you possible. You feel good because you're looking after your health, you're eating properly, you're exercising, you're chilling out. That's all a daily thing. You eat every day, you brush your teeth every day, hopefully. There's things that you do every day because they're just habit. We want you to get into the habit with this business of doing the CCC and the ICQ and the ABC. You following along? CCC, ICQ, ABC? Every day. It's just every day. It's not hard. It's just what you do because you want to build a successful business. So don't do your CCC and your ICQ and your ABC 1 week out of 4 because you suddenly got some enthusiasm for your business for 1 week and then life got in the way for 3 weeks. You CCC, ICQ, and ABC every day. Every day. It's just what you do. It's just your habit. It's your responsibility to your business because you're your own boss. And that's either going to be something that works for you or works majorly against you because you don't have enough willpower to do the CCC and the ICQ and the ABC. Who's got this? Who can very quickly type CCC, ICQ, ABC? Who's got this? Yep, I'm going to CCC, ICQ, and ABC every day. Just get it done. It's that mundane, boring stuff that is what's going to build your business. And it's where you'll work out where your gaps are. So if you're looking at, CCC and ICQ and ABC in the face every day, you'll know where your gaps are. So if your ABC is, it's all A, and it's like, oh, I'm not really building influence. I'm not really building my brand. I'm just putting all random stuff out on social media. I'm going viral with videos, but I'm not getting much traction. Like I'm not converting anything. It's like, okay, I need to work better on my follow-up to create the conversation so I can close. Like when you're looking at it and you're in tune with it, you'll see where your gaps are so then you can create better habits. So your success online isn't all the fancy stuff. It's the little things that you do for content, for conversations, for being on social media intentionally, complimenting people so you get their attention and start great conversations by asking good questions. The content will help attract new eyeballs to you. Your content and your conversations will help build influence, build your brand, build on social media so then you can convert. Okay? Only brush the teeth you want to keep. Fair enough. All right. Are you with me? How many people you got it? Just say got it. Because what I'm really trying to hone in on here is everybody's looking for the silver bullet. Some guru, somebody successful in network marketing comes out with the latest thing and their team's being successful with this and successful with that. And there's the latest training and follow this and follow that. And somebody did this. And yeah, it's awesome to go and pivot and learn new things and skills and whatever, but it's just a thing. You need to do all the things, the CCC, the ICQ, and the ABC every day. These things will help. They might boost you every now and again, but it's the little things that you do every single day that's actually going to move the needle forward. Just like exercising in a gym or at home, it's not looking at the equipment. It's not walking into the door of a gym. It's not taking a photo of you in your exercise gear that's going to make you fit. It's actually lifting those weights, sweating your ass off, doing the work when no one's watching that's going to get you the result. So I would just really encourage you to look in the mirror and go, okay, what kind of work am I actually doing when no one's watching? So if you're like, I'm working my ass off, I'm planning out content, I'm batch recording content, I'm catching up on trainings, I'm honing in on my conversation skills. I'm actually every day I'm reaching out to a few people. Every day I'm friend requesting or following some people. Every day I'm, following up with my contacts from last week. Like you are just in the zone of doing the work and you are so dialed in. That's what's going to get you traction and momentum. Okay, so get really good at the boring things and just remember, it's what you do when no one's watching that's going to help you be successful. It's not what you do when everyone's watching, like photos in stories or a dancing reel, those kind of things. Okay. Now, those of you that know me well, Every now and again, I'll say something like, "Are you really hearing me?" Because it's my way of saying, I really want you to just hear this conversation. Because this is just this kind of boring stuff that's actually going to make the difference in your business. So, are you really hearing me? I know I do some strange stuff sometimes, but I hope you're hearing the message today. Okay. Leonie, CCC, intention, question, compliment, ABC, know, like, and trust. CCC, ICQ, ABC, absolutely. Yes, Beth, even after life hits you badly, you still got to do it if it means a lot. It's the little things that add up. I was actually I'll get off in a minute. Sorry, I'm waffling now. I was listening to a leader in our network marketing company run a team call yesterday. And she was saying, somebody said to her, "Oh, I've just been really busy and this happened and I had family come and visit and, just a whole lot of excuses." And what was going on in the leaders' world at the same time was just incredible. I think somebody, I don't know whether somebody had passed away or somebody was sick and something and something and something, like what was going on in the leaders' world was far worse than the person that said, "Oh, I just have time or whatever." And she's like, "I still do what I need to get done, even when life hits me smack bang with all these things." Like, you just got to do what you got to do. You brush your teeth every day, whether you have a good day or a bad day. Point taken. Okay. Yeah, Dean, don't follow the latest shiny object. There's always going to be things that come up where, and that's what marketing is all about. It's like the latest Reels strategy or the latest this or the latest that, and everyone goes flocking towards it thinking, this is the silver bullet. Yeah, there might be things you can try that help you along the way, but I'm telling you, it's the small things that you do every day that are actually going to get you where you want to go. Okay? The boring stuff, the foundational stuff, but it's so important. Okay. CCC, ABC, ICQ. Well done. Awesome stuff. All right. I'm going to leave it there. I hope this was beneficial for you to listen to, and I hope you put on something like a sticky note, on your computer or a bathroom mirror or around your desk, CCC, ICQ, ABC, and that you'll remember what those mean, and that is your focus. That is your focus every day. Okay? Go to work. I'll see you same time tomorrow.